Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is TituElite and we are back here in Agatha Christie Murder on the Orient Express. And after we discover such a fateful event, finding the body of Daisy Armstrong, here playing as Joanna Locke, now we return to our fellow dear friend here, Hercule Poirot, who is trying to uncover who murdered Ratchet. But we found out in the end of the last episode that probably there were two murderers. Of course, the first one is the de facto murder, because the second one stabbed him after Ratchet was already dead.
How is Mademoiselle Locke, Doctor?
Her vital signs are improving, but she is still unconscious.
I understand. Thank you for looking after her.
You are welcome. So, we must find the mustaches and interrogate the remaining of the passengers, but let's see our mind map. Miss Locke and Ratchet. Yeah. What are the links between Miss Locke and Ratchet? A photo of Daisy's stuffed animal and Ratchet's trash. So, yeah, this one with the photo of Daisy's stuffed animal in Mrs. Locke's suitcase. Miss Locke is a police officer. Miss Locke was spying on Ratchet on the platform. Nope. Ratchet was probably immersed in shady business, and Miss Locke hid from Ratchet because she was spying. Good. Very good.
Et voilà.
Very good indeed. Okay. So let's continue our interrogations. Now we have to interrogate 6 passengers. Okay. Let's find out where they are. Okay, we got snow all around. And we cannot enter any of the rooms, which is too unfortunate. But at least we can try to what's happening here, why it's not grayed out. Honestly, I don't see anything special here. Okay, what about the bathroom? We cannot enter it. Nothing here. And nothing here. Let's go to the next wagon, which is the first class. Yes, first class. Nothing special in here. We cannot enter any of the rooms except for our own. Let's see if we got a mustache now lying around here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, nothing here. So the passengers to interrogate must be on the dining wagon or something. We can go to this bedroom. And no mustaches in here, which is too unfortunate. Okay, let's go to the next wagon. The bar lounge. And we got some.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
Okay. What are we supposed to do here now? How can you find out who is left-handed? Writing. Ask Mr. Forshaw to observe the hands of the passenger. Ask passenger directly if they are right-handed or left-handed. Ask book if the passenger if this passenger information is stored somewhere.
No, not good. No. It is a flight of fancy to think such information would be required of passengers for a train journey. Brilliant.
Yes.
Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
To write something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, if I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand. Good job. Yes, I will remember which people use their right or left hand.
I don't remember honestly.
I'm
But
right
okay.
again. That happens to me a lot.
If you rely on my memory, Poirot, we are screwed. We are very screwed. Hello, miss. And hello, miss. No mustaches in here. So let's speak with this lady.
Mademoiselle Debenham, I have a few questions for you.
Debenham.
Of course.
Last night.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Okay, write her address.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
Right-handed.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed.
Good. Miss
Do
Olsen?
you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
Are you a
Do
smoker?
you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
Scarlet kimono.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine, meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
Looks like that other
Thank
fellow
you for your
there.
assistance, mademoiselle.
Olsen, the Swedish girl. Hello, Miss Greta Olsen.
Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
I am?
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
Last night?
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Ja, He was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went in to the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Okay. So she's Swedish. She's 46. And she's a nurse.
Et voilà.
Et voila indeed. Okay, write her
Perhaps
address.
you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Right-handed.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed.
Good. Are you a smoker?
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Okay, communication door.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
Okay, roommate.
Is there anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure, if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
Okay, scarlet kimono.
Do you have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good, comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
Okay.
This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
Thank you. Thank you, beauty. Contradiction. What is the contradiction all about? But let's see it. A contradiction. Which sentence shows a contradiction between what Mr. Debenham and Miss Olsen say? Okay. Miss Olsen went to bed around 10:15. According to Mrs. Olsen, Mr. Debenham slept through the night. Mrs. Olsen 10:30. Mrs. Debenham saw the woman at 5 a.m.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
This one and this one.
I do not think that's the right answer.
This one and this one.
No,
No.
not good.
This one and this one.
Think, Poirot, that is not a good answer.
This one and this one.
I do not think that's the right answer.
This one and this one.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
I'm in the
No,
dark
no.
here, man.
I must admit,
Okay. Why? I don't see the connection here, but okay.
strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite.
Okay.
That's the right answer.
Okay, I see. Because the other Lady Debenham saw someone in the red kimono at 5 a.m. Yeah. Tracking down dominant hands. I don't remember, man. Okay, right-handed.
Fantastic.
Right-handed.
Good job. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Okay, good. And we still got something to do. The vape smoker does not smoke.
Yes.
Smokes.
Good.
Smokes.
Nice.
And smokes.
Brilliant. My little gray cells did not let me down.
Indeed. Indeed they didn't. Okay, let's continue. Okay. She is right-handed. Let's start
I'll
with her.
observe her instead. I'll observe her instead.
And we know she's right-handed. Let's ask him.
Monsieur
thing?
Fauché, may I disturb
observe the
you
passengers?
for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Last night.
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. You write me your
Can
address.
you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
Okay, right-handed.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt.
Are you a
Are
smoker?
you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just one pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Okay.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
That was great.
I'll keep an eye on them instead.
Okay, right-handed. I don't know. I think they are all right-handed. Okay. Right, right, and right.
That's the right answer.
Okay. And still no mustache available. Which is too unfortunate. Oh, we can go now to storage. I see. Let's use this bathroom first. To see if we got some mustache. We don't. So let's go to the kitchen. Oh, the storage. And here we got a first
You
mustache.
can never have too many of these.
1 out of 3. Good. Very good indeed. Got a window that we can pick. I don't know why, but okay. And that's not the storage, that's the restaurant cart. Wagon, sorry. So let's go. We got book here, which is always nice to see. Hello, book.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Okay. So to end the chapter, we will report to book, and we got the second mustache here.
Golden mustache.
Good. Very good. We'll go into the kitchen as soon as we can, and we can access the storage. Good. So let's see the bedroom first. Nothing particularly here. So let's go into the kitchen. Ooh, are you feeling well, my friend? Doesn't seem like you are feeling too well. Okay, let's talk to him.
Ah, Monsieur Maury. Would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room
Okay.
is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating when Freya always wins. Ah, what am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions.
Okay.
John knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic.
Okay, you are Japanese. You are 55, and you are a chef.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Okay, cool. Let's get the recipe. Day after survival tonic. 1/2 lemon juice, 15 centiliters of fresh sparkling water, 6 mint leaves, and 5 centiliters of ginger juice. Okay. Cool.
I can use this lemon squeezer to get juice if I find fruit.
If you find fruit, there's fruit here. Let's use the lemon squeezer.
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
Sparkling water, soda water, yeah.
I have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maury's tonic. I have to go and see Monsieur Fauché so he can prepare it for me.
Good. So let's do it. But first let's go into the storage, since we are here already. Talk to Freya. in the passengers' staff quarters and the storage itself.
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay. So never mind, and we didn't see Freya. Okay. Which is a little bit unfortunate.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course, how can I help?
Make me this, the day after
Monsieur
survival
Fauché,
tonic.
I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken, not stirred?
It's not for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well.
Here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent! I can take it from here. Mr. Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or a full lemon for the recipe?
I don't know. Half?
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
Please.
I can assure you that he will want the ginger.
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's get back to Hotaru. Let's hope we got it right. This time around. Hello, Hotaru.
Here you go, Mr. Mori. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment while this takes effect. It will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery.
So, let's return to Jean. Oh, here's Jean. Good. Give me the key. Key and
Monsieur
service.
Mori told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauché.
I will not. Good.
I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But, Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write.
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent.
Good. Good boy, John. So, let's go to the luggage car then. And hopefully find the last mustache there. And find Miss Freya Nielsen there. Good.
That's it. It's open now.
Let's get in. Yes, Freya. What happened to her? Some
A
playing
deck
cards.
of cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books. Empty rum bottles?
Nothing special with that bottle. Oh, here's the mustache. Cool.
Come
We got
to Poirot,
the
my
3 mustaches.
exquisitely sculpted
So
friend.
let's talk to Freya.
Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But
What happened?
how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space. There is so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts. So as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
Ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are stacked. But placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I understand. So, the problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
The tower problem. This. Yes. Good. Very good. Done.
Et voilà!
You are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
Good. Last night?
Can you tell me your movements of last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the kitchen until 12:15 a.m. Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff. However, Monsieur Mori doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover?
Yeah. This.
I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
The bottles?
The empty rum bottles. Were their labels part of your reading last night?
My fault. I must have left them there before I put them in the bin. And these are straight from the bar. Our passengers must have drunk them.
I have my doubts. But why would she feel the need to lie?
Deck of cards?
That deck of cards. I imagine that you didn't spend all evening reading.
Yes, you're right. We played a little last night, but it wasn't long. Nobody really wanted to.
Knowing about the card game does not seem to further my investigation.
And Mr. Morris headache finally.
I spoke to Monsieur Maury. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
You don't understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Book. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauché.
Okay, write her address.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
Okay, so you are right-handed as well.
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Niersen is right-handed.
Are you a
Do
smoker?
you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
Cool, cool, cool. So, she is done. We can go to Mr. Mori. See how he's doing from his headache. Oh, he's fine now.
How are you?
It's better. Thank you.
Then may I ask you some questions? It will not take long.
Quickly, please. I have hungry passengers to feed.
Last night.
Très bien. Can you tell me your movements last night?
Oh, nothing special. When I went off duty, I joined John and Freya in a compartment. I read for a short while, then went to bed early.
Reading? I'm not sure you have recovered enough to tell me the truth. Don't waste what little energy you have recovered to lie, Monsieur Maury.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Poirot. You're right. It obviously wasn't reading that made my head hurt like that. But if you told Monsieur Book, it could mean my job.
I will keep your secret, but I am investigating a murder. You must tell me the truth.
Thank you.
Write his address.
Please, write your address on this paper.
My address? I don't see why.
I think I hear Monsieur Book approaching.
My address? Yes, of course.
Okay, right-handed as well.
Another right-handed person. Not surprising, most people are.
And he's a smoker.
You are
I know
a
that.
heavy smoker.
My job. It is very stressful.
Would you happen to know who vapes on the train? A banana flavor?
Oh, yes. The smell disgusts me. What is wrong with the good tobacco?
I do not have time to answer that. Who is it?
I've only seen one person who vapes. It's Captain Arbuthnot.
Captain Arbuthnot. I see.
I see
Your
indeed.
testimony was invaluable to me. Thank you. Take care, Monsieur Maury. My
Take care.
palate depends on your good health.
Okay, do we got anything else to deduce? No, we don't. Let's return to Ja, and then we got Captain Arbuthnot to interrogate. Return the key and service
Here is your
report.
key. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
About the little favor I asked of you.
Aha, but of course. I was able to get new allergy forms from guests who were in their compartments. Monsieur McQueen, Monsieur Masterman, Count and Countess Andreni, they are all right-handed. I also asked Princess Dragomirov, but she had her assistant, Madame Schmidt, sign for her. She is right-handed as well.
You have exceeded my expectations. Well done. Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Good. Let's speak with Arbuthnot.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course, how can I help?
The truth
So,
about last night.
Monsieur Fauché, are you trying to hide things from me? I know about your little party last night.
You are not a detective for nothing. I'm sorry, Monsieur Poirot.
Okay.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Where is Arbuthnot?
Captain Arbuthnot, I know that you are the only person on this train to smoke e-cigarettes. We found a vial of e-liquid at the crime scene. Will you talk to me about this, or should I pass on what I've learned to the police?
All right. Come in if you must.
I must. I must indeed. Hello, Arbuthnot.
I have just a few questions for you.
Very well. Let's hear them.
Last night?
What were you doing last night around 1:15?
1:15? I believe I was still talking to that young American fellow, Mr. McQueen, the secretary of the man who was killed. We were in his compartment.
He was a friend or acquaintance of yours?
No, I never saw him before this journey. We'd hit it off at dinner, and the conversation continued into the early hours.
Until what time was that?
Until 1:45 or so. Then I retired to my room and went to sleep.
Okay, write his
Could
address.
you write down your address here, please?
My address? If you insist.
Right-handed.
This man is right-handed.
Liquid.
Is this e-cigarette liquid yours?
What flavor is it?
Banana.
Well, that is awkward. That's my flavor of choice. But I have no idea what it was doing there, whatever.
Can you explain how it ended up there?
I have no idea. I never entered the man's room, Poirot. That's the truth.
Anything
There is
unusual?
nothing you can recall last night that in any way struck you as suspicious?
It's nothing. A mere detail.
Allow me to be the judge.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge car to get a glass of water. When I was passing through the first-class corridor, I noticed that the door, which is just after your room, 201, was not quite closed, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. I know there's nothing in that, but it was the furtive way it was done that caught my attention. Struck me as a bit odd.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
And meeting with Miss
The young
Debenham.
English lady, Mademoiselle Debenham, was at the Tocatlian Hotel. Perhaps you met her there?
We exchanged a few words, fellow Brits abroad, that sort of thing.
the relations with Mr. Debenham.
What can you tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham?
Nothing whatsoever. We barely spoke.
The director of the Orient Express, Monsieur Bouc, thinks the assassin is a woman.
And that is enough to accuse her? She had nothing to do with this murder.
How can you be so certain?
The idea is absurd. Ratchet was a perfect stranger to her. She'd never seen him before.
Ah, did she tell you so?
Well, yes, maybe she did. She may have commented once upon his somewhat unpleasant appearance. If a woman is concerned, as you seem to think, to my mind, without any evidence, I can assure you that Miss Debenham could not possibly be implicated.
It is clear that the captain is defending Miss Debenham.
Yeah.
A woman he supposedly doesn't know very well.
Yep. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you,
Mr.
Captain.
You're welcome.
Arbuthnot. And what do we got here? Continue interrogations. Who are we left? Okay, we got a vapid liquid conclusion. Select all elements of importance discovered during the interrogation with Captain Arbuthnot. This and this. This and this. This and this.
Captain Arbuthnot is the only passenger to smoke an e-cigarette. Even if this liquid in Ratchet's room is a solid clue, he has an alibi. I cannot accuse him without any other proof. Et voilà.
Good. Which means I have to confront Miss Olsen and Miss Debenham. Okay. Let's do just that. Miss Olsen. She's still not well.
Pardon this intrusion, Mademoiselle Olsen, but something you told me earlier confuses me.
Oh, please, come in.
Okay. I will come in. Hello, Miss Olsen.
How can you be sure Mademoiselle Debenham was in bed all night?
As I told you, I am a very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her. I got up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly.
This.
Are you certain you would have heard her?
Yes. Why are you asking?
Miss Debenham woke up at 5 a.m.
I spoke to Mademoiselle Debenham and she told me that she got up around 5 o'clock in the morning. She opened the door and looked down the corridor. It was then that she saw a woman in a red kimono. How do you explain that?
I think I must have been sleeping very soundly not to have heard it. Oh, but does that make me a suspect?
I am not accusing anyone, mademoiselle. Do not worry. I am just trying to determine what happened last night. Thank you for your testimony.
Good. Now, only Debenham is missing. Alibis. Okay. Who has an alibi that can be confirmed by another witness? Mr. McQueen was talking with Captain Arbuthnot, Mr. Debenham slept all night, confirmed by Greta. Mr. Michel went to see Mrs. Hubert, and Miss Nielsen was playing cards with Mr. Mori and Mr. Fauché. Good.
That was easy.
Report to book. So let's do it. Let's get right to it. And I think this will end this chapter and the episode. We got all mustaches this chapter, fortunately. Can I confront this Miss Debenham first? We cannot. Okay. There is Bush. Not here. Probably in the dining car. Indeed, he's always here.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
Yeah. The vape
I
smoker.
identified the person responsible for the bottle of liquid for the vape found at the crime scene.
So, this is our culprit? Do we hold him?
No, unfortunately, this bottle belongs to Captain Arbuthnot, but he has an alibi, confirmed by Monsieur McQueen for the time of the murder.
The murder
There is
weapon.
no trace of the murder weapon on the train, as yet. The killer could have hidden it anywhere.
It must be somewhere.
Indeed, as you say, it must be somewhere.
And the wielder of the knife.
According to Dr. Constantine's report, the stab wounds were made by at least one right-handed and one left-handed person, and with different strength. For the moment, everyone I have checked is right-handed. It is impossible to draw any conclusions as yet. However, I still have a few people to interrogate, notably the Russian princess.
You still have many avenues to explore?
Indeed, the case is far from over, mon ami.
Monsieur Bouc, Monsieur Poirot.
Michel, calm down.
But it's Mrs. Hobart. She says she found the murder weapon in her room. She's very upset.
Let's go, Poirot.
Okay, so we'll leave it here for today. That's the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Even considering leaving me some comments to give me tips and tricks for this game or on how to improve in my videos in general. No spoilers, please, if you want to give me tips for the game. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. My name is TituElite. I hope to see you next time in the next episode, where we are going to find the murder weapon, it seems. Bye bye and take care.
If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Also read the description below, where you will find ton of useful information and links regarding the contents of this video.